Hello everyone, welcome to Career Launcher, and in today's session we are going to talk about again DILR for CAT, and this is grid based 3. So we have already covered 2 sessions on grid based questions. Now this is the third session on it. So if you haven't watched those videos, I would say that go and watch those videos. Okay, so now this is very important. That is, CDC 2 is going to be held on August 8 and August 9. And why it is extremely important? Because if you are going to look at these scores, the people who have taken their mocks at home, the 99 percentile was at 102, but the people who have taken it at center, that the same score, same percentile people got at 71. So there is a difference of 31 marks, and that's a huge difference. So you need to understand the pressure you face during the offline exam is entirely different than online exams that you are sitting at home and there is no possible issues. But when you go to center, you are going to see a lot of people uh, uh, who are as worried as you during the exam, so that raises the anxiety. So when you are going to write that in the similar scenario, then you actually understand how CAT works. So this is not the time where you have the luxury to write the exam at home. You can definitely, but if you are going to go to center and write it, you are going to learn a lot of new things, and this is the right time to face and learn the pressure, how people work under pressure. So it is going to be live on 8th and 9th. And if you haven't registered till now, just scan the barcode and register today only. And similarly, as soon as you are going to register, you are going to get ID cards as well as admit cards. Okay, and when you are going to go to center, you have to show your admit card, and it is actually replicated as actual CAT. You go to center 10-15 minutes before, you show your admit card, then only they are going to let you enter. Okay, now let's start this set. And what does it says? So this is a set on, okay, so basically there is a square layout. It is a 5 by 5 meter square meter. The platform, there are 25 equal sized square platforms of different heights are built. The height in meters of individual platforms is shown below. Okay, so 6, 1, 2, 4, 3, 9, 5, 3, 2, 8, and all those things that are given to us. Okay, and what are the conditions they have provided us? That is, individuals are seated on these platforms. We say an individual A can reach individual B if all three of the following conditions are met. Okay, the first condition is that A and B are in the same row and same column. Okay, A's height is lower than B's height. Okay, so basically, if I'm going to say, there is going to be a lot of conditions, and we need to work according to those conditions, and we need to see how it is going to work. So just give me a moment, and we are going to see. Okay, so the second condition and the third condition is, there are any individuals that are lying between A and B, such individuals must be at a height lower than that of A. Okay, as well as they have also given us an example that seated at height 8 on third row second column. So third row second column and height 8 means we are talking about this person. Okay, that person can be reached by 4 individuals. Okay, that person can be reached by 4 individuals. And who are those 4 individuals? So one person is going to be 7. This height is greater than this, so this person can reach this person. 4 definitely can reach this person because height of 8 is definitely more than 4. 6 can also reach 8 because height of 8 is more than 6, as well as the person lying between them has lower height than 6, then only 6 can reach 8. 5 cannot reach at 8. 5 cannot reach at 8. And why it cannot? Because the person's lying in between. 6 has more height than 5, so 5 cannot reach at 8. Okay. It can also be reached by 9. This 5, it cannot be reached by 1, because between 1 and 8 there is a person, that is 5, and height of 5 is greater than 1. Okay. And 9 cannot reach 8, because the height of 9 is definitely greater than 8. So 8 can be reached by 4 individuals: 1, 2, 3, and 4. And that's what it is written here. So and in the given table, so that the same thing is explained over here. Rows in the layout are numbered from top to bottom and left to right. So basically it is saying that if I'm talking about rows, this is row 1, this is row 2, this is row 3, this is row 4, this is row 5, and column 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is what we have. Okay, so this is the table, and let's solve. Before solving, I would prefer to read the questions, then only I'm going to solve it. So before reading the questions, am I going to solve anything? No, I won't. So I am going to read the questions, then only I'm going to approach any set, so that I can get some help from the questions, or I can understand what I want to do in the set. I don't want to solve everything and get the answers. Instead of that, I would like to figure out what exactly I'm looking out, and if I'm getting the answers, I'll get the answers and I'll move on. Okay. So how many individuals in this layout can be reached by just one individual? Okay. Which of the two individuals who cannot be reached by anyone? Okay. Which of the following is true? Which of the following is true? Okay, now let's figure out. Okay, so the person with a height of 1 cannot be reached by anyone, because A's height is lower than height B. A can reach B only if A's height is lower than B. So 1 is the lowest height. So no one can reach at 1, because everyone's height is greater than 1. So no one can reach 1. So it means all the ones are going to get zeros. Okay. 9s can be reached by everyone. So let's count 9. So this 9 can be reached by 7. This 9 can be reached by 8. This 9 can be reached by 3. So I got 1, 2, 3. Can it be reached by 5? No. Can it be reached by 5? Yes. Can it be reached by 1? No. Because in between 1 and 9, there is a 5. Okay. So how many people this 9 can be reached? 1, 2, 3, and 4. I got the answer 4. I got the value 4. This 9, it can be reached by 6, it can be reached by 7, it can be reached by 5, but can it be reached by 3? No. Can it be reached by this 3? No. So it can be reached by 3 people. Okay. Any other 9? Yes. It can be reached by 3? Yes. It can be reached by 6? Yes. It can be reached by 7? Yes. So it can be reached by 3 people in this row. It can be reached by 2, it can be reached by 5, it can be reached by 8. So this 9 in reality can be reached by 6 people. Okay. Any other 9? No. Now I'm starting from the highest, then I'm going to go to lowest, highest, lowest, highest, lowest. That's what I'm going to do. Or I can also do the number wise, that's also fine. So if I'm going to go to this 6, it can be reached by this 1, this 2, and this 4. So 6 can be reached by 3 people. If I'm going to look at this 2 can be reached by only one person, that is 1. Okay. If I'm going to look at this 4 can be reached by 2, it can be reached by 3, it can be reached by 2. Can it be reached by anyone else? No. So basically there is going to be 3. 3 people, it can be reached by this 2, and this 3. This 3 cannot be reached by 4, this 3 cannot be reached by 8. So 0 people can reach this 3. Now let's look at 5. 5, this 9 cannot reach, this 1 can reach, this 8 cannot, this 3 can. So this can be reached by 2 people. This 3 can be reached by this 2 as well as this 2, no one else. So 2 people. This 2 cannot be reached by anyone. So if I'm going to look at this specific 2, so it is going to be reached by no one, because there is no one nearby. So it is definitely going to be 0. Now this 8 can be reached by 3, 5, 2 people. 3, 2, 3, 5. So it can be reached by 5 people. Okay. Now if I look at this 7 can be reached by 3, only 1%. This 3 can be reached by 1, only 1%. This 8 can be reached by 7. It can also be reached by, so basically it can be reached by 4 people. That is given in the example itself, so I don't need to calculate this one. If I'm going to look at this 4 can be reached by 3, cannot be reached by 2, cannot be reached by 8, as well as cannot be reached by 6. So only one person can reach 4. If I look at this 6, can be reached by this. So 2 people, 2 top, 2 bottom, 4. This one is 5, this one is 6. So this 6 can also be reached by 6 people. Okay. Let's look at 5. Only one person can reach it. That is the height of 2. Same row, same column. I am not looking diagonally because question itself, first point itself, it says that it is same row, same column. This 5 can be reached by 4, 1, and 2. So 3 people. This 7 can be reached by 1, 6, only 2 people. This 6 can be reached by 5, 3, anyone else? None, 2 people. And this 3 can be reached by 1, only 1 person. And this 2 can be reached by 1 and only 1 person. That's it. That's the whole arrangement that we are supposed to get, and that's the arrangement that we got. Okay. Now, how many individuals in this layout can be reached by just one individuals? So my job is to simply count ones. So this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, this is 6. First row 1, second row none, third row 2, so 2, third row 3, so 3, 1, 4, plus 1, 5, plus 1, 6, plus 1, 7. So answer of this question comes out to be 7, and that is going to be option 3. Okay. Now the next one, let's look at question number 3. I'll move to question number 2 later on. We can find 2 individuals who cannot be reached by anyone. So I'm looking for zeros. So zeros, 2 zeros, where I can get 2 zeros. So that is going to be 4th column. So that is going to be 4th column. First column, no. Second column, no. Third column, no. Fourth column, yes. Fifth column, no. First row, 2 zeros, yes. 1, 2. Second row, no other row. Okay. So first row and 4th column. So if I look at this one, so answer directly comes out to be option 3. That is 4th column. Which of the following is true for any individual at a platform of height 1 meter? So basically for this particular question, I don't need actually any data set, because any person who has a height 1 cannot be reached by anyone. So basically, I don't need to make this arrangement to get this answer done. That is very simple and straightforward question. Even if I read the question directly, I can get the answer that they cannot be reached by anyone, because 1 is the lowest possible height. Okay, and that is the first thing that I have concluded over there as well when I was solving the set. Now the next one, which of the following statement is true? Each row has an individual who can be reached by 5 or more individuals. Okay, so that statement is false, because it is not true for the first row itself. In the first row, the maximum reach is 3. So basically, the first one is definitely false. Okay, each row has an individual who cannot be reached by anyone. So is it has an individual? Okay, so it is not true in the case of third row. Third row, there is going to be no 0. So answer is second is false. Each row has at least 2 individuals that can be reached by equal number of individuals. Okay. So first row, I am getting 3, 3. Second row, it is 2, 2. Third row, it is 1, 1. And fourth row, it is 1, 1. And fifth row, it is 2, 2. At least 2 individuals. So basically, I would say that this statement is definitely true. So answer of this question definitely comes out to be option 3. And that's it. So let's check the answer. So answer is 7. Yes. Answer is fourth column. Yes. They cannot be reached by anyone. Yes. So basically, this is how we are going to approach this question. Or if you have very less time remaining during the exam, for example, when you are solving this set in the exam and you have only 3 minutes left or 4 minutes left. So what you should do, you should read the set, understand it, and mark only second question and move on. So it can directly be done. So first conclusion itself is going to be there that the person who has a height of 1, they cannot be reached by anyone. That is the first conclusion I can draw. So that's why I can directly mark the answer as answer of second question. I don't need to make the complete arrangement to get the answer for this. Remaining for the remaining 3, I need to make the complete arrangement. Then only I can get the answer. And Race to 99 is going to be conducted on this Saturday and on Saturday and Sunday on the first week of August. So it is going to be conducted on August 1 as well as August 2. So make sure that you register for it. And you can see who are going to conduct this workshop. That is going to be GP, GB, Shivku, Jijo. So all those people are going to conduct this workshop. So if you haven't registered for it, so just scan the barcode and register now. So over the time, we have figured out that race to 99 is something that teaches us that how to approach the question during the exam, that so that you can increase your attempts by 2 or 3. And by if you are going to increase your attempts by 2 or 3, that actually improves the score by a lot. And I'm not saying 2 or 3 in the whole exam. I'm talking about 2 or 3 per section. So if your score increases by 6 questions, that is 18 marks. So 18 marks makes a huge difference in your percentile. So if you are getting close to 90 percentile, so with the help of 18 marks, you are going to land up at 97, 99. So that is why race to 99 is considered as extremely important event. So if you haven't registered for it, just go and register for it. And as we have seen that test series is live, and you can see that this is one of the best test series in the market. So if you haven't bought it yet, so it's good time to buy it. Thank you.